All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm going to check. You ready, Vinny? All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. This is Great Millstone, Virginia. As always, they gave latest news, article, lessons with the spirit and the power of Bashim Yahushua. But as always, first and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kakodash. I want to say double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who will teach the truth. And of course, I want to say peace and blessings and salutation to you. I recommend that expressing the truth. Throughout the four corners of the earth, living to the best of their ability, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, but then let's just shalom. All right, man, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. You can go ahead and get Psalms 91 from the top.
The book of Psalms, chapter 91 and verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Read that one more time.
Come. The book of Psalms, chapter 91 and verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Khan. Somebody look up the word dwelleth for me. Khan, yeah. Because, you know, it says, you know what I'm saying? He says, he that hot. See, one more time.
Khan. Psalms 91 and 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High.
You know, what's that secret place, man? Everybody get into, man. You know what I'm saying? The secret place. Don't hold on to it. So, what's the final?
Yeah, that's in the blue letter. It goes into, it says to abide, it says inhabit, and remain. It says tarry, set, continue, place, and still taken.
And then go look at the word secret. Yeah, man. So, you know what I'm saying? And it says what to abide. You know what I mean? Dweller. What?
And I'm going to get some of these biblical outline usages for the word secret. And it goes into covering, a shelter, a hiding place. It says protection. It says backbiting. You know, so it's pretty much one.
Yeah. Go ahead, bring it up.
The book of Psalms, chapter 17 and verse 8. Keep me as the apple of the eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wings. You know? So that's what we're hoping for. That protection, you know, from the Almighty.
Yeah. The covering of what? Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. The grace, man, that we have right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though, don't get me wrong, you know, it can still be touched. Don't get me wrong. But we know that, like I said, the Lord going to use his angels about us, man. So that way, what? We won't get cut up in these, like you said, you know, these, wicked situations, like, you know, like, like, for example, let's say, for example, right, you see a little fine woman looking, but what, she not paying no interest in you. You know what I'm saying? But that could be for a reason. You know what I'm saying? What? Let's say, for example, right, you do my background, I'm gonna find out she messing with multiple dudes. You know what I'm saying? So actually, that was a, you know what I'm saying, as it would say, oh, that's, you know what I mean, basically doctor, but actually, that was y'all watching y'all shot too. So I mean, damn, okay, oh, y'all watching y'all shot, I'm glad I didn't mess with that woman, because who knows, you know what I'm saying, what could happen, like, you know, with that woman, you know, I'm going crazy over her, you know what I'm saying, you know, simping over that stuff, you know what I'm saying, they go to let somebody show, you know, it says about, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, about this woman, you know what I'm saying, good power to this woman, you know what I mean, that's which destroyed the peace. But you know what I mean, but of course, that's just many examples about, you know, being in that secret place. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what keeps us safe, that keeps us strong, you know? You know, preach this word, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's why the scripture says, well, put on the whole armor and get feet, you know what I'm saying? Gotta put on the armor, man. In this wicked place, man. What, we sin every day, man. But of course, like I said, this grace brings out my outside. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That we got that covering that we need, man. You know what I'm saying?
Verse 2. I will say of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he is my refuge and my fortress. My power, in him will I trust.
Yeah, I like the word refuge. He's my refuge. Read it one more time.
The book of Psalms 91 and verse 2. I will say unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust.
That's right. The scripture says what? In in Proverbs, I think it's 4th chapter. It says, what, trust in the Lord, lean not to your own understanding. So we trust in the Lord. But with trust comes with faith. So you have to make sure that your faith is on point, for you trust the Lord that, what I'm saying, but that would have guided you out of these dire situations. Just like in Jacob's trouble, man. You know what I'm saying? Even the scripture says, what, shall the righteous shall scarcely be saved, man. So we don't know how bad the trouble is really going to get, man. And that's when we really got to put our own into the Lord and let not our flesh overtake our spirit that will cause us for destruction.
That's what scriptures talk about. How the spirit wars against the flesh. As the scriptures talk about, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is going to be the stability of our times, and that's even right now. That's why we do what's required to show forth our faith to the Lord, guide our footsteps toward His righteous path. The scriptures tell us, hey, once we of the Lord, how should I make that understanding? That's why we're leaning on the whole life should be our shot, to be our refuge.
The book of Psalms, chapter 18 and verse 2. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is my rock, and my fortress, and my deliverer, my power, my strength, and in whom will I trust? My buckler, and the horn of my salvation, and my high tower.
That's what you seeing happening. Seeing men being put in remembrance and being woken back up to who their true power is. And they put forth their trust in the Lord. You got many Israelites that claim they have the faith of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, but hey, the Lord told us that when He returns, shall He find faith on the earth? Yeah, He's going to find it throughout the elect. But that's because they're taking the time out now. And the scriptures talk about seek me early. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're seeking the Lord right now.
The book of Samuel, chapter 2, chapter 22 and verse 31. As for the Most High, His way is perfect. The word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is tried. He is a buckler to all them that trust in Him. So you know what I'm saying? If you trust in the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and you call upon those names, He's gonna hear you. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is nigh unto those who serve Him. He ain't gonna leave you out here. That's the truth. He is a rewarder unto them that diligently seek Him. So if you don't seek Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, guess what you're gonna get? Nada. You're not gonna have that salvation. You're not gonna be protected in the time of trouble.
But the brother called for Ephesians 6. When I looked up what a buckler was, and the brothers know what it is. This is the shield. But that shield that keeps you from talking about those fiery darts. You know what I'm saying? And if we use those bucklers, we use this armor that the Yahweh Yahushua is giving, even though we get touched. Even though we get touched. Even though, we get plagued in the mind sometimes, we go through our afflictions. Just like Abraham and his faith, or just because the times are hard or the Lord requires certain things of you, are you going to diminish your faith in the Lord?
Yeah, God, but like I said, all those things, though, like I said, it's it's a test. It's a test of our integrity, it's a test of our faith, like it says. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, what do we got? We got the comfort. Comfort, man. That's what a comforter is for. It's what comfort is. So the times about comforting each other, edify each other, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold us together, man. You know what I'm saying? We have more brothers, you know what I'm saying? Where the spirit is. And that's what it says, what? When 2 or 3 gather, every man units. That's what we need. This is Isaiah 55 and 6. It says, seek ye the Lord while He may be found. Call upon Him while He is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and let the unrighteous man his thoughts. And let him return unto the Lord, and He will show mercy. And He will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for He will abundantly pardon. You know, like you said, man. Like you said, well, we got Yahweh Shem Yahshua to what pardon our sins. That's why we need Yahweh Shem Yahshua, because what he's the mediator between us and Heavenly Father. You know what I'm saying? We need Yahweh Shem Yahshua. That's why he died for a reason, man. If it wasn't for Yahweh Shem Yahshua, we would have been taken. We wouldn't even be, we wouldn't even exist, man. All right? That's why what we love and respect Yahweh Shem Yahshua. That's why we got to do the same thing to the brother there. That's why what the second greatest commandment is what love thy neighbor as thyself. You know? All right, because like I said, we are hurting as a people, man. You know what I'm saying? 2/3 are hurting as a people, but of course they want to seek the comfort. But the ones that are truly sincere, that want to find an outlet, this is the way, man. You know, call upon why he is name. That's why we are here. To a lot of people, look, man, come back to who you are, to your nationality, you have a purpose. You are somebody. You are Yahshua. You know what I'm saying? Not just some bywords and they have no purpose, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the outlet right here. This is the comfort. All right? But of course, yeah, there's going to be rules and stipulations. But what 2/3 don't want to follow that rules and stipulations, man. But they want to do what they want to do while having the benefits. No, it don't work like that, man. You know what I'm saying? You have to, you know, your mind, man, your spirit, man, come out of that worldly mattress, man. All right, at least work towards it, man. It's a work in progress, man. Everything that you want to gear towards, you know, it's always going to be a slow process. It's not going to be a fast process. The Lord doesn't work like that. All right.
That's what the scripture talk about. Patience, because you're so good. This is patience that the Lord is requiring at this time. You know, that's why the apostle talk about all the time in the year 2000 thing. Dudes fell out quick. You know why? Because they lost patience. Same with Alazar. You know, he just recently said, "Hey, this is just a phase, a fad." You know, it's pretty much here and there, gone tomorrow. Why is that? Because he lacks the patience that requires for the Holy Spirit to continue to grow with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, the scriptures tell us how the Holy Spirit, wisdom, will not dwell in the malicious soul. You know, so.
Yeah, and also, hey, go back to that candlestick, man. You know what I'm saying? Oil ain't ran out, man. It's put it away, man. Like you said, if it's very time, of course it's not going to come quick. It's going to be gradually.
But even if we are, you know, we can't see it. You know, even if we are, can you stand the test to be here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the point. You know what I'm saying? You know? You gotta be integrity. Of course, it's not gonna be 1,000 years. Especially what is, especially what this, you know what I'm saying? Especially the economy, the housing, and job market. Like you said, it's a wrap, man. Come on, man. It's over. Like I said, every prophecy speaks for itself, man. You know, this is the end. You know what I'm saying? Again, that's what it sort of says. Where no man knows the time or the hour. Not even the Son, Heavenly Father, man.
What it tells us, they measure the time diligently in itself, you know? And how do we do that? With a measuring stick, the prophecies, man.
Yeah, and like I said, when it happens, are you going to be ready for it? We got to ask ourselves that, man. You know what I'm saying? If it really happens today, all this chaos is madness, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't make sense. That's what I was saying, but everything done decently in order. You know, it's coming. You gotta be ready when that time comes, man. In the meantime, like you said, prophecy still has to be fulfilled. We can see it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they already got robots out here now. At this point, you know, I mean, gradually, you know, people gradually merging into it, man. You know, you see that, I said, oh yeah, you'll be there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe give it a couple of years. Hopefully not be there, but you know, give it a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? You already got a dog out here. You know, like you said, it's gonna be a scary time, man. Robots out patrolling the streets, man. I digress.
I got to get in a situation now with this AI surveillance now. So, hey, man, everything's set in place. You know, they Trump with these militarizing the police. You know, everything's set in place. You know, hey, this is why we come out here to give you the warning, to get the blood off, the body. You know, giving the warning. You know, hey, this is a sweet safe. I'm telling you how much you come out and push the prophecies. Give you that warning. Hey, you got these hey, just like the same time as Isaiah, you know, where they said what? Isaiah said, see now, you know, they don't want to apply the discipline that it takes to serve the Lord. When it's easy though, and it makes you feel it. There you go. You got it, brother.
And I agree with us. And you know, that's how you know that how I should outside. So your mindset is changed. You know, because Yahweh Shem Yahshua said, in your tribulation you shall seek me early. You know, which means that for this time, 2/3 of the church, they're going to live for Yahweh Shem Yahshua.
Yeah.
You know?
You can have no coverings. You know what I'm saying? Because what? They don't look Egypt for their covering. So let me go and get their those people.
Yeah, fine. So, I mean, that's what this is all about. You know, returning unto Yahweh Shem Yahshua, like the brother brought out, before the evil days draw nigh. And trust me, the evil days are right here at your door. You know what I'm saying? If you can't see what's going on, then your eyes are clearly blinded by what's going on.
Heavenly Father, and the scripture is what? The Lord shall the Lord said what? He shall shut their eyes by their ears, man.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? But they have no direction. You know, Jacob's just going to be Jacob to the end, to the mistress. You know, where's the hungry Jacob? You know, because we said that if you watch the Jacob now,
The same shit.
Labor Day weekend, they out there at the beach, they doing basketball games, and here it is. How about Shem Yahweh? That's why they can't sit back and say that the Lord has not been merciful, because the prophets are still out here.
Yeah. And like you said, 2020, the pandemic should have been a sign right there in itself, right here. You know?
They find they got that gift, you know, they was getting on what them stimulus checks. And they got right back to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Stimulus hits, oh, cool. And then they was pimping the system. You know what I'm saying? That's it for you, man.
Hey, you know what's so crazy, man? I seen like a week ago about the Jubilee. They asked the billionaires so many questions. And then like somebody just asked what stops them from, you know what I'm saying, from helping us out, whatever it is. And the money they look at it, we just say, look, here $100 bill. And they just took it. Shoot an example, you know what I'm saying? Like you said before, you get them little, like you said, them crumbs, the lizard and the latch, man, you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that situation that we're in, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, that's why what? It's different from old born slave wise and sport, like you said. You know what I'm saying? You want to take stuff from upright, you give them a little treat, man. You know, make them calm down. And just like I said, he already knows it. That's why he did it. That's why you said before. You know what I'm saying? Give them a stage checks. You know what I mean? Make them calm down.
And you know, it was hot and heavy on that time, because that was the time when the people and all that. You know. But that was pretty much a foreshadow to see how far he can go with you niggas. And now he know what he can do. On top of the fact that he's about to force all this shit down your throats, you know. Then he's going to offer you what? Some safety, which is going to be that MOT, you know, which is also a gift to you as well. So that's why the scripture tells you, man, trust not in the shadow of Egypt. Nothing here is beneficial for you, you know.
That's what I'm saying. He causes the problem and then finds a solution that he called. Come on, man. Right here.
Jacob Reed, well, walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I forget. Have no idea what that's about.
You know?
Have no idea that you're actually literally walking in the shadow of Egypt, you know? Have no idea that it's happening to you right now. You know? They can bring out those good scriptures until it's actually fighting in the hand. That's how you know how much you outside moves.
You know what I mean? It's one thing to know the scriptures, you know, but applying the scriptures is another thing, man. You know, anybody can pick up the scriptures, you know, and perceive that they have the interpretation of it. You got to
Like, see what, you know, if it's like a proper interpretation.
That's what I was about to say.
Like you said, like I said, he's like using, you know, like use the word against our people.
On top of the heavy witchcraft that he has with Muslims, you know, and throughout Christianity and everything he's done to try to distort willingly how much you know, shot, you know, in prophecy, you know. But hey, as the scriptures talk about, you know, how your ears and your eyes will see the truth. You know, on your word behind you saying this is the way, walking in. You know, that's what the Lord is setting up right now. He's setting up a way for you niggas to get right, you know. But hey, you gonna stay niggas, man.
Knowing that you ain't gonna get right.
You know you ain't gonna get right, you know. But it's only for the elect. We always say. That's why we don't trip off with all these million of TikTok people that are coming up now and just. Hey, this is why I don't follow the Hebrew Israelites no more. This is a Hebrew Israelite did blah 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 this and the fourth. Okay, cool. You know. So what?
Oh, and Philippians 3.
Yep. What's that?
What if something not believing? Shall the unbelieving and the most shall be unexpected? We hell no. Let the most shall be the true, every man alive. So at the end of the day, don't believe not. Just basically just one part of the move to what they like. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is hard up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like I said, the stress come, it's gonna be on you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna laugh.
They believe in it still.
I believe in Jesus Christ now.
Right.
You know, like Rango TV.
Yeah, Rango, he hustling backwards.
You know what I'm saying? We've been Hebrews a long time. All of a sudden, this year or the last year,
Yeah, he's back. Yeah, I'm not affiliated with Hebrew Israelites anymore.
I was thinking about I love that, man.
Yeah.
Like you said, what?
They cosplay.
Yeah, cosplay pretty much. This whole time, people get now it's saying, yeah, you got changed. That's a Lord. One thing, that's what I'm saying. Like you said, and mind you, that's in their mind to actually believe it. That's crazy, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that's what does, right? You get these shit a long time, all of a sudden.
Right.
What? Damn. I know, right? Switches your mind. Yeah. But again, that's what the Lord said. What? Like I said, what's the saying? You know, like I said, the Lord have your thoughts before you can make it. The next day, that's crazy.
So the Lord put that spirit on you to be like, you want to go through? Just listen. Okay.
Yeah, but like you said before, like I said, the Lord put in your thoughts what you're going to do the next day, man. You know, that's why, you know, they like to call it free will, but there's no such thing as free will, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it says. Man going to the Lord, how shall man know his own way? You know what I'm saying? You don't know if you're going to pass the next day or not. It's like, for example, man, like I said, you know, recently, you know, stepdad, whatever, you know, he passed away, and like, we didn't even notice. I said, damn. You know what I'm saying? I said, wow, that's crazy, man. Like you say, you never know when your next day is going to come. You know, that's what? You don't try to prepare for, you know, I didn't see the job anymore. What you going to do in the next 5 years? You don't know what I'm going to do in the next 5 years. You don't know if I'm going to be alive, I'm going to have children, or, you know what I'm saying, or be successful. Like you say, you never know. You know what I'm saying? You have to go and do the next day. I'm not saying that you can't, you know what I'm saying, you know, of course you can plan, but at the end of the day, like you said, you can plan your whole day. Next thing you know what I'm saying, something can happen where you won't be able to make, you know what I'm saying, your schedule. You know what I'm saying?
So you say, take the thought of tomorrow. Let tomorrow take care of itself.
That's right.
Worry about today. A lot of people like to worry about what they're going to do next year. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got 8 weeks vacation.
Yeah.
Time this year. Right. You're going on vacation in December. Right. You don't even know if you're going to be alive in December. Let alone able to walk. Talk, whatever.
The way these businesses are failing these days and closing down, you know, Aaron just had a whole mass layoff. You know, they shutting down a lot of places, so ain't nothing here is guaranteed. You know, why would you?
Oh yeah, Kroger too. You know, they did have mass layoff too. I said, dang. Yeah, Kroger, you know what I mean? You know, it's the groceries because, you know, people in grocery stores don't last forever. What they don't last forever? You said before, said close locations, Target. You know what I'm saying? All these stores are closing down.
Respectful question. What exactly you know?
We pretty much teach the Bible, we push the gospel
According to
The Bible.
I mean, I was brought up as a Muslim.
Okay. You still believe it?
I believe I'm a confused dude.
What?
I'm a confused dude.
Oh, I feel you. Hey, well, that's what we. Hey, what's your you know what your father is?
Your nationality.
Your nationality?
I'm African.
You're
I'm 100% Moroccan.
Oh, you're Moroccan? Okay, well, you
I was born in the motherland. I'm not African American. I'm African.
To the Israelites because of age.
That's why I'm asking questions. It's like, like there's a lot of things that just got me.
Well, the scripture, the Lord said, told us to go out and teach into the lost sheep of the house of Israel. You said you do. Yeah, hey, the Israelites will be confused in these latter times.
That's why I said with most respect, I'm asking questions. I'm not, you know,
You're good.
I'm not conning, I'm not trying to say shit, which is like, you know, anybody who can sit outside and do some shit, that's more than most people will do.
Hey, like I said, this word is really like some hand in charge. You can listen, that's beautiful.
But what is it about the truck? So 5%ers,
Well, basically, we already teach our people that they are the biblical Hebrew Israelites according to the tribe. So that's trying to tell us who they are, you know, where they from, you know, let them know, look, you have to get up here. We have to wake up as a people before destruction of this place. Come as you can see, this place is about to be destroyed.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And, you know, just like
Yeah. Now that 1,000% believe. Like we.
So that's why we're trying to tell our people. But majority of our people don't want to hear this truth, man. But you know, they didn't want to hear the prophecy that's going on. You know, which like to say today's events, as you can see. Let me just quick precept. This is Romans chapter 10, verse 13. And it says, "For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. How shall they call upon him whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him whom they have not heard? And how they shall hear without a preacher?" And so that's what we're trying to teach our people of who they are, according to the Bible, which is their nationality, which are they, which are.
Now, when you say your people, are we segregating?
So no, just nations. Yeah, nations.
Just the black males? Is it
No, it's no. Actually, just the people under the sound behaviors of the 12 tribes. These are the people that we're only concerned about.
What happens to the you know,
The rest of the nations and all that?
Yeah.
Well, basically, there's going to be servitude for you, slavery. So the Lord only deals with these 12 nations only.
Based on what? I have a question. Here, let me get this for you. This is Amos 3 and 2. It says,
Actually, let me get up.
yeah, Amos 3 and 2. It says, "You only have I known of all the families of the earth," talking about the Israelites. It says, "Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities." Now, when it comes to the Israelites, the forefather Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob had the 12 patriarch sons, you know, which consisted of the 12 nations of Israel, you know, and what the Lord is reiterating here is only you have I known all of the families of the earth. So he's punishing them, just like all of these nations on this chart right here. You know, they're going through that hell. You know, they're still in their captivity. The scriptures tell us that we are yet this day in our captivity. Our kingdom and our separation, because you asked, are we preaching separation? We are, you know, because the Lord's a separate. That's what he said here. Only you have I known all these.
Isn't it?
And I know it's a hard concept for people
Yeah,
to grasp.
it's a very hard concept.
You know, because we live in a world where everybody's pretty much mixed in and mixed together.
Right.
By outward appearance, you really can't tell what nation is who.
Right.
So on and so forth.
Right.
So it's a spiritual thing we're doing here now, telling the Israelites who they are. Now, if the Israelites can receive this, you know, especially the elect of the nation of Israel, that's one of those indicators that this word is for you. The salvation of the Messiah is for you.
But isn't it supposed to be one love?
Hey man, you take it how you want. Hey,
I'm asking. I'm not trying to be argumentative.
No, I'm not.
Well, it's kind of that would kind of limit the creator, wouldn't it? Like if you just say it's just supposed to be one love. If I told you it's supposed to be one more love, that limits you as a being. Because you're not all love, you have different emotions.
Absolutely.
Man of anger.
But I'm also not God.
Yeah, but the creator is the one that creates the emotions.
Absolutely. John 3:16. You know, he went on the cross to die for all of our
What
sins.
does John 3:16 say?
Fuck. We be fucking drink talking to you, like, fucking, like, for God gave his only begotten Son, to basically exalt us of all of our sins. I'm paraphrasing.
But that doesn't mean it's just one emotion. Because if you say,
But he did it for
but
everybody.
if you say he's all love, then you have to explain the flood and he killed all everybody on the earth. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let's finish my point. You have to explain him killing all everybody on the earth and only save the Noah's family. So that proves he's not just all love. That's why I say you can't just limit him to just one emotion, but he created all the emotions. Now
But then you have to go into Enoch and to the 150 books that weren't put in the Bible. Every.
What they got to do what we
No, it's not. No, it's not. If you want to have information, you gotta have all the information.
We're talking about something particular right now. We're talking about love, right?
Right. But you're talking about Noah's family. But who's Noah's father? Who's Noah's grandfather? Enoch. And if you want to
Yeah, up the train. What are the books that you don't necessarily what we're talking about?
oh, so okay, so that's where I have an issue.
You're very old.
Not very off. I'm being very direct. I mean, you can't. That's not what I'm talking about. So leave that out.
Yes, you know what you're doing. You mentioned
No, that's what you're
You
doing.
mentioned John 3:16, and you mentioned love. I said you can't limit it. So I gave you an example.
I'm not
So I
doing
gave
it
you
for
an-
just love,
so I
but he
gave-
did it for
So I
everybody.
gave, that's right. So I gave you another example of him also killing all of love, which is not an act of love.
So you're going to say John 3:16, so then you have to explain to me this. This is John 17:9, which we know that the Lord doesn't contradict himself. But this is the Lord saying, I pray for them, I pray not for the world.
We're kinetic, you know, we're everything, and then you got something that's
One more time.
All right, John 17:9, I pray for them, I pray not for the world.
I pray for them, but who's them? Like,
He's gonna read over.
isn't them all of us?
Verse 6, read verse 6. I have manifested thy name unto men, which thou givest me out of the world. They were, thou givest them me, and they have kept thy word. Now they have known all the things whosoever thou hast given me are of thee. For I have given unto them the words which thou givest me, and they have received them. And I have known surely that I have came out from thee, and they believe that thou didst send me. I pray for them, I pray not for the world.
So that's self-praise, but that's what we call Jesus. So-called Jesus. That's who's speaking right now. He's talking on behalf of his disciples. He's saying, I pray for them, I pray not for the world. So obviously he's saying, matter of fact, look at John. Love not the world.
That's second John.
You love
But I'm not trying to be argumentative, but isn't always the description of them, isn't that the problem between all of us? Like, it's the 12 tribes, that's what you're saying is them.
Can I get this?
And born in Mecca, like I was,
This is Psalms 147 and 19. It says he showeth his word unto Jacob, which is a parallel to what he was talking about them. That's that them. He was talking about the word that he showed unto them. Again, Psalms 147 and 19, he showeth his words unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. It says, and as for his judgment, they have not known them. Praise you the Lord. So that's what
I'm tracking, I'm not a stupid man, I'm actually pretty fucking highly educated.
So now you're catching on that the scriptures is more or less just geared towards the nation of Israel. And as far as the other nations, that's literally what it just said.
I refuse to.
Well, you gotta pick a scripture up for yourself and read it.
I have, but what about the Mesopotamian Bible that predates the Bible by 2,000 years?
That's cool, bro.
I'm asking, like,
Yeah, like I said, we're going to do more insight so that we have a better understanding. This is 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
So the Lord told you love not the world, what are you supposed to do?
now you're saying the Lord trying to take a hate?
I'm just asking you a question. I didn't say
Yeah, I heard you loud and clear, and I got the reverberation of that. So Lord's got no hate in him.
What?
None.
All right.
Zilch.
Well, you gotta prove that in the scripture. Because we're bringing out scriptures.
Okay, well, you know
Bible
what?
says-
I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna read the Quran.
We don't believe in God.
Because you don't believe that it's got to be wrong.
Well, look, that's what we're teaching up here on our
I understand. I'm just saying.
You can teach the Quran.
I understand it, but
This is
you
our
but
belief. This is our belief.
I understand. I'm not trying to be argumentative, but you understand it's like would that be if preaching one love and now it's 12 tribes of Israel?
We never said that. We never said one love.
There's love and hate. That's what it says in the Bible. There's hate in the Bible.
The same thing that causes
Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 7.
laws.
I form the light and create darkness. This is the Lord
Okay,
speaking.
let me stop this. So as a you're a kid, and you're a parent. Okay, you parent. You parent.
What's the report?
When you're willing to give up your kid, that's the ultimate love.
I agree.
That's the ultimate love. So when you're willing to do that, then come talk to me. That's all I'm saying.
All right,
And I
well, listen to
appreciate
this.
y'all.
Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
So the Lord is, like I said,
But Isaiah's not the Lord.
Like I said in the beginning, the Lord is the creator of all. So he creates good.
So the man is Isaiah.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Like, you know what I mean?
So
It's like a quarter, if there's a head, there's a tail. I get it. I'm not ignorant.
Yeah, got you. And it's also balance. There's life, there's death. Go ahead and get
But like, you know my biggest argument used to be.
3-1.
Let me tell you, God's not perfect. Why? Oh my God, everybody. Look, right? Roll up, right? You just looked at me crazy, right?
God's perfect.
But his right hand man, his James Boone Coon, was the devil.
What?
I got
What?
It wasn't his right hand, man. You can say more or less his left hand.
Okay, left hand man. Whatever. But he was the archangel.
At least you know that, because most people don't know that.
But he lack of better terminology.
So you're against the Bible. It's cool. We're okay with that. I am okay with that.
Right. Well,
Don't
all I'm
teach the
saying
Bible.
is like if you're
We're
omnipotent,
going to teach the Bible.
right? If you're omnipotent, you know all this stuff. Then you knew the devil was going to stab you in the back.
No, he never. See, that's a myth. That's a myth. That's a whole nother thing. But have a good day, man. Have a good day, bro.
This is Romans chapter 9, verse 18. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, and Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? The Most High forbid, meaning hell no.
So that proves our point. Out of the scriptures, not from us and saying. That's what the scriptures
The
say.
Bible says, we know about that.
And that's New Testament.
Yeah, that's Romans. Hey, like I said, don't blame us. Like I said, we just preaching this word. As it says, verse 15, as he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, and we talked about before, right? Nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that shows mercy.
The Most High decides who wants to save, the Most High decides who wants to love.
Yeah, just going back to what he said earlier about the flags.
That's some kind of selective.
That's the Most High.
That's fucked up.
Hey, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, even though there is a selective America, Babylon, the Great,
That's why I need to be in the National League East.
I'm trying to give you something. Yeah, America, Babylon.
Stop it. Y'all are blasphemy.
They said that about Yahweh Shai. He was tipsy. He was tipsy.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry for the time.
I ain't gonna lie, I like it. I like it.
Nah, he won't get it.
Go ahead.
In the Quran, Big Tree 122 contradict my own book. But it still says Jacob is my chosen.
my chosen.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
you got different servers in the Quran.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. We don't deal with him bringing up books and that's a diversion. Like when somebody gets confounded, they got too much pride in them, saying, "Oh, I need to take this L." They diverge to the next. The Mesopotamian lost books. What they got to do with what they've been talking about. We can touch on those things, but we got to do what they got to say.
You just everywhere, like you said. Like you said, he want everybody just to be one university.
He said it out of his mouth, out of his own mouth. He said, he said something about him believing. He's just like, I'm just a confused guy. You know what I'm saying?
No, he really is.
He's a confused guy.
Yeah, like you said,
He talks
double-minded man is
to
unstable.
on his way. Yeah.
It's like a mentor in Ecclesiastes 3:1.
It's up to for the camera. Noah's grandfather was Methuselah. He said,
Yeah, he was just everywhere. That's all. He was everywhere.
He shot
Yeah,
the
he
fuck
couldn't
out.
even grasp it. He was trying to be on top of it about love, trying to explain that concept. He just wanted to not be wrong.
But that's why you were very sick. That's impossible. I created something, but I can't use it. Doesn't
That's
make
how each speak us.
my creation can hate, but I can't hate. My creation can get angry, but I can't hate. Even though I literally put them.
That might be interpreted.
Right, exactly. Where'd I get it from?
It tells you.
That's his engine.
Yeah, kind of tells you. Exit the first chapter. What is the Exodus, the first chapter? It's about the first commandment in Exodus. Exodus 20 says what? I'm a jealous power. That's jealousy. Jealous? Is jealousy love? No.
No, that's an emotion. That's an emotion.
You don't believe in that. The Lord gets jealous that they fuck you up. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
You picture a white man, you know, so that thing that you tell this cracker to say, cracker, please save me. I know you put me in slavery, but can you save me out of slavery?
Going back to what? That matches what Isaiah 30:31. Want to Egypt for help? They trusted in what man? It's like it says what they were worship. Creation, created.
See, but he was on it to many books. You know, he wasn't sound on one book. You know, in particularly the scriptures. You know, because he was even quoting John 3:16. You know, so he was going off the shit he heard.
Well, you gotta be careful with these people, man. We're not up here giving them because these people are in slavery, man. We're in a very dark time, man. Antidepressants, these people are drunk. They wicked as fuck. You gotta be very careful because these people spaz out last night because of that Christ.
Yeah, God, that's why that's why he came up and all that. Yeah. Like I said, even how the way he came up, you know what I'm saying? You gotta watch you like that. That's what we talked about at the beginning. We talked about that covering in Isaiah 91. No, Isaiah, I'm sorry. I'm talking about Psalms 91. It's like he is. I'm not going to talk. I'm not sure if we finish that all. So, get back to that. You can't read that.
Ecclesiastes 3:1. It says to everything there is a season. It says and a time to every purpose under the heavens. It says a time to be born, a time to die.
Yeah, like you said before. You gotta have life and you want to have death. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, it's a balance with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Everything has a, like you said, as what you like to call it, the cycle of life. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says a time to plant and a time to pluck up, which is planted. A time to kill, a time
to kill. Hey, there's righteous killing and there's what? Hatred killing. You know what I'm saying? Some people just like, I don't hate 2/3 of our people are curses. Thou shalt hate thy brother. You know what I'm saying? That's hatred. That's not love. You know what I'm saying? You also have to explain the curses. You know what I mean? For the so-called Negro Latinos and Native Mexicans. You know, so why is not people? You know? And our people are not receiving justice. That's not love. That's unrighteousness.
That's the problem. Everybody lacks judgment, so they're looking for justice, but they don't even know how to perceive justice, even when it's laid out in front of them. You know, they don't understand balance. You know, and more importantly, they don't understand the balance of the held by Shuni al-Shah. You know, so when we tell them certain things, they're like, "Nah, you're just wrong. You're angry. You're mad, or you're a separatist. You just want things to go according to your occasion." No, we're telling you what thus said the Lord. You know, and you got to wrestle out. No, you got.
Here's the thing though, you can sit there and really watch this man break his foot off in your ass, but you still scream his love. He's breaking his foot off in your ass, killing your children, raping your wife, robbing you blind, but he's supposed to love him regardless of what. Where does it say that in the scriptures? You know?
You can ask that man the things that he's doing unrighteously. Ask him, is that love? is you raping my wife, killing my children, stealing my land, taking my nationality. That love.
Yeah, but a bugger like that, he wants you to live in the same neighborhood with him. And then love him while he's doing drugs and doing what he want to do. Fucking little kid. That's what these people say, oh, we're supposed to love each other, so I'm just supposed to accept you for the legitimate that you are. I can't tell you about yourself. Have I become your enemy? Because I tell you, people say, oh, you're just supposed to love each other. So I'm just supposed to accept you. I'm legitimate.
All to them and call you look good.
That's what's so messed up about this place. That's the mindset of the fucking people. You go anywhere else in the world, and you do the shit that they do here in the West, they're actually put together. But over here, you know, love everybody, but hold on a second, you just killed my mom. Live for the family.
Yes, that's what I said. They sell it. And then they said that, and they have bacon on the listed on the ingredients. I said, I know in Babylon, bacon. They didn't give me the option of no bacon. Right. They didn't even list bacon with it. They said regular cost. You get it, you live it, I know bacon.
It's assumed
You can't love the world. Because the world is going to go for something. Left hand side of the world. The most side there with society. When I did eat fucking food, told me I asked for Brussels sprouts.
They love to
He
talk
said, oh, but this is being bacon. I paid for it, he told me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the Lord. That was the Lord. Really didn't say it was a grease seal, you know. Why y'all cooking vegetables?
Yeah, bacon and everything, man.
It's a cheap grease. That's what this place promotes. It promotes bug outs like that.
He's a two-time loser anyway. You know what I'm saying? Probably lost everything. Probably never had anything. So he's going to be versatile. Like you said, look to mother, but he was like, but if he was at a spendable state, he wouldn't be out here doing all this. He'd be chilling home, like you said, probably messing with little boys and, you know, doing his little wickedness.
Actually, if his ass was still in Morocco, he would be confined to just Islam. You know? Islam and Christianity. Yeah, there won't be none of this bug out shit. You know?
Yeah, that's a good word. These other countries can't even believe certain things. They can't even believe a certain way. You talk about love everybody. Over the eastern part of the world, they'll put your ass to death for something. They'll lock you up for certain.
And part of that is believing in the West. Oh, yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah, just like Ishmael, like them like so-called Ishmael Americans, whatever. You know, they about to live Christianity, but they went back to their own way. Like you said, they was got destroyed.
North Korea.
Oh yeah, down like.
You ain't gonna have much of Western TV. You ain't gonna be on TikTok and all this other shit. They don't have none of that shit.
Now they know.
You look at North Korea, it's dirt road, everywhere, it's in the fucking air. Like they have not moved with the times because they're not exposed to society. It's like land and shit like that. And they just, you know, and they obey. They obey.
Yeah.
Yeah, dumb nigga. That's what Babylon brings.
And they get mad when someone has a different belief than you. No, that's not true. I don't believe in that.
Love me.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, just show him got love.
I don't love you. You know? That kid drove away thinking he was right. 106%. He goes crazy. You know? It's just an accident waiting to happen.
You gotta be
Now they lost hope. Like you said, for us, we got it covered.
The book of Psalms, chapter 91, verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
That's right, man. Yeah, then they got the covering. You know, like you said, with repetitions, but that's how they work, man. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being, like you said, a bugger right there, he has no cover. He goes across to him power. You know what I mean? But again, he doesn't understand the scriptures, man. Go ahead.
Verse 2. I will say unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust.
You know, and you're not going to own understanding like that bug up there, man. You know what I'm saying? He had no foundation, man. You know, trying to do everything he can to debunk this, man. But at the end of the day, you only fool yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? You see how far that love's gonna get you. Jacob's trouble, man. You know what I'm saying? Gunning down in the streets, or rob you, whatever they can, man. Or use you as bait, man. You know, ask them, that's what.
I don't even know what it is. You don't know what's in the Bible because you don't even know the scriptures we bring on. But he'll mention them. He shows you he didn't even read the books. He just mentioned shit that he heard. It's like
TikTok posts and shit.
John 3:16, like you said before, you didn't know John 3:16.
You trying to come to us about what's in the Bible? You know what's in there.
This book, man.
Learn what's in this book.
The scriptures talk about how they're making of many books, you know, but once it's weariness to the flesh, that's where the motherfucker can't get it right. That's why he's day drinking on his e-bike. You know?
I'm confused.
And because he's I'm a confused dude.
Like you said, he lost all.
That's what he said. I said, what you believe in? He said, I'm just a confused dude.
And then he goes to somebody's grave for it.
Right. This kid, yeah.
You got kids. You got kids.
You bring that shit where the fuck are you?
Right.
Well, you raising them properly.
Right.
Fucking gross.
Right. Are you teaching them day drink?
Kids probably got snatched away from their
Facts. That sounds like the route he was about to go down. How he brought some children and shit like that.
And in fact, you know, my life about Abraham too.
The world does it. That's why you love our world. Look at the world does it. It's highly addicted to drugs and alcohol because of the oppression. People are homeless, sick. So they turn out like that and you don't work.
Yeah. Again, that's why, hey, God, y'all watch me on shot that the Lord brought us out of that mess. You know what I'm saying? You know, it gave us His word, man. It gave us hope and salvation, man. Because without this, like you said, man, we wouldn't be where we at right now, man. You know, like you said, we just be out there. You know what I'm saying? Just existing, man. You know, dead, man. Spiritually dead, man. Just waiting for the destruction to happen. Without having no guidance, no covering, and no salvation, man.
This existence, like you look at an anime, like Dragon Ball Z or Naruto, any anime, and there's a whole storyline going on. But you have this nigga just walking around in the city. It's totally oblivious to what's
That's
going
Dragon
on.
Ball Z, that's Dragon Ball Z.
You got the same, you got the whole storyline. You got the spiritual realm going on. But these niggas don't learn from the background. They don't know what until like a fight happens. And they that's the life we live. If it wasn't for the Lord, we were just not a clue.
Extra.
Not a clue what's going on. But the Lord has.
Hey, how you been going? Next thing you know, you come out.
But the Lord has given us some insight into what's going on. So we know about the elites and the AI and shit that they got planned and the battle between Jacob and our role and everything. That's the most important thing. We know our role and our purpose in this whole thing. Because without that, you just lost.
Yeah, you need different backup. Let's say, like you said before, some of us knew about the mark of the beast and all that stuff, but again, we had no outlet. Okay, if it happens, what you gonna do? You know, you make it, oh yeah, I'm gonna get my gun and you know, how far would that take? You know, like you said. Because at the end of the day, we're gonna send out loops. Doomsday purpose and all that stuff.
Every
He
citizen
can't use guns because he got shit that has surpassed that, you know? He wouldn't give you niggas guns if he didn't have something that he needed, you know? He would lock them shits up. CIA, Fed, FBI, y'all get it.
Right.
Military, y'all get it. They wouldn't even put on the bar. The moment they put guns on the bar, they had something.
They knew.
Yeah, they got it. Like, it's like, for example, you notice, right, how, you know, the robots and stuff like that? You notice, like, they notice that, notice right, they starting to fight. Yeah, you know, there you go. They keep in it. I remember Jake was, little Jake was playing around with him. Next thing you know, the brother he did round house. I said, oh!
Now imagine you were telling the gun on that. All he knows is, that's why he put in the check, the boy really don't have us running away from like some Terminator shit. Because of the Terminator, he don't have emotion. If he said to kill you, he don't stop.
Yeah.
He can get crushed. He can get crushed by a truck. And then don't focus. Like the liquor one. The liquor one.
Yeah, when you come back together,
You just fall back. That's what we coming on. AI, once you get AI a mission, they don't stop until they find the answer. So if you say kill them or go find them, we can't put it down. So we might be forcing from a
You kill one electron robot, but that information transfers over to the
another
other.
one, yes, it's a cloud.
So even if you destroy this one, that information just went to the next one.
That was in one of the newer Terminators too. Like it was another connected. Because they killed one of them, but he came back with the same mission to take out.
iRobot. Remember the computer? They all the locking doors. It's a replay, man. There's no action on the door. Hey, the grandma. Yeah, you're he's not showing you this shit, man. Now, mind you, this was like decades ago, man. Robot came out like 06, man.
But see, he already showed you the degeneracy. He showed you the degeneracy of these people. They already put a logo in there. They use it to make songs, they use it to make art. Brothers out there, y'all gotta show that they have art shit. Yeah, all that AI. Yeah, because you have to put restraints on yourself. They're on the smartphone now. That's already too much. Because we addicted to it in certain areas. You can't put it. Now you move it to AI, and you think, when the barber, I ain't gonna take it. Who's to say you already addicted to AI and a smartphone? They already ease you into that. They ease you into tapping your car. All of us doing this stuff. So who the hell to say when the Kawama comes, you ain't gonna take it? You already took everything else. You gotta be very careful with how you maneuver in it, man. Because I'm seeing it happen fast, man. Everybody's just using AI. What's the answer to this?
ChatGPT,
I'm using it. I got the Bible AI. You use it for the right hand side because that's what it's there for. But you also got to remind yourself, okay, no, not to go too far with this shit. I'm using AI to make a figure of myself.
You know?
Yeah. No. Because like you said, when they step in, it's like it tells you in the terms of services that they got your information.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you got people making like copies of the actual Bible.
Yeah. But I'm saying that what they, like I'm saying that when you go to the website and all that stuff, they tell you some service, like you said, they're gonna use your information.
Yeah.
I mean, that's everywhere, but I'm just saying, it's in the cloud.
It's on the cloud. But you gotta be very careful with this stuff, man.
Yeah.
A whole, like even the new game, 2K26 just came out. People own it. You make your own players, create your own face, scan your face, all that stuff. They got the people right where they want. It's like you don't even know it should be, programmed, because that's what it is, all programmed. Whatever we feed our minds, that's what we support. And none of us don't exist from that. If you watching a whole bunch of bullshit throughout your day, that's what you put in your mind, that's what you think about, that's what you will become. If you involved in this, that's what you will become. I mean, that's why you got grown men waiting on the AI 6 robots to be unleashed. You got men who actually waiting on these.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Their girlfriends, they fuck. And they're tired of women. That's another reason. That red pill movement was actually a sign to detach men from women.
Oh, wow.
So they'll separate, and so when it's time comes, the men won't go anymore.
Damn, that's crazy.
She was talking shit. She was talking crazy things. She might make some food.
Because of demolition, man.
Yeah.
Remember, nobody had sex. If you did have sex, it was through a virtual VR set. You sit there and
Flashing lights and shit.
I didn't know record was society.
so they already made people hate each other. They already made people hate each other. The women hate the men hate the women. We don't hate women. We correct you when you.
That's right.
We
There's
don't
difference.
we
There's
don't take
difference.
a woman that has sex in her fucking body. We don't hate women, but you got men that have been programmed by this red pill thing to actually hate women and they murder them. Like they just want to murder them. You know? You gotta be careful with all these things.
Examine thyself, man. You know, pretty much. It's a balance to bring the wrong, brother Seth. Yeah, go back. You know,
Because it goes nowhere. Like you see, if you're going one of these major red pills, it's going nowhere. It's just you down the way with women. But you ain't telling the men nothing. You ain't teaching the men no wisdom. You ain't teaching them about their creator. It's just women. What did they get like that? It's a system. It's a system that's put in place that calls them to be like that. The scripture says, you're about a woman much stronger than she would have strong herself. But if you don't teach men that, you just say, oh, the women are just born weak. But no, we will be as the heads to keep them in order.
But we can't do that because this damn devil, which is the main problem. That's why society, instead of hating on the women, we would blame the man that caused it. All right? Like I said, when there's a situation, you go to the root of the problem. Which is with the damn devil. And that's why you got to be in. So that's has nothing to do with women. Like I said, women gonna get in line regardless. Teach with power, whether they like it or not. Just like you said. But right now he's in power, so women are gonna follow to who is on power. Like I said, that's the natural order of how things Yahweh Shemashah does. It tells you, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, when the men are in captivity, whichever nation you're in, the women are what? Spoils. Spoils of war.
Yeah. Women are children.
Yeah, come on.
So I mean, the men,
You really? Yeah, I mean, you really gotta look at the woman as if she's a child. Because if you give a child room, you know, to go fucking crazy, he'll go crazy.
they on cruises, girl trips, they back blown out of this country. They just do father. You leave a woman without a father or a husband, she just does whatever she feels like in that moment. That's why these women, you be like, damn, why would a beautiful woman have gave herself to 50, 60 different men? Like, when you deal with these women, you actually feel like they fucking on a low level. They easy as fuck. They just give us. As long as you got some money,
Yeah,
something
money
they
say
want,
anything.
they fucking.
Yeah.
On attention.
Yep.
Even if you're looking for too fucking long. Okay, he said 2 months.
Because women love attention, you know what I'm saying? That's their currency. Like you said, attention is their currency. Like you said, we take Instagram or social media, whatever, give them some type of validation. They done.
Especially if they got a body on them. This whole
They done. Like you said, women are basically insecure themselves. That's why they look in the mirror. That's why they dress. You know what I'm saying? They don't. They in competition with other women.
The prettier
They insecure.
the prettier they are, the more evil they are.
Yeah.
Because this world is corrupted. So at an early age, when they're 5, 6, 7, 8, they're so, oh, you're so beautiful, you're so pretty. They're in middle school, breast off for me. All the boys had a crush on her. You know, she probably starts having sex when I was 14, 15. Then when she get to high school, everybody on her, everybody want to take her to prom, everybody want to date. She's dealing with this her whole life. She gets everything just by looks. So she becomes a very vain and empty person. She never had to develop morality. She never had to develop understanding and decision making because she got everything by looks. So you shouldn't even desire, the scripture says that, desire a woman for looks. You shouldn't even desire a woman. Because that woman in this society, they do with thinking capabilities and thinking capability of a child that she didn't have, she wasn't forced to control. Everything was like this morality. She got everything about her beauty. That's why these women, when they get old, they beauty fades. They go in straight depression because they have themselves so often. You know? You should still want to do an average looking chick. Get you an average looking chick. She got find something on her that you like. Okay, I like her butt side. I like her butt form. Her face ain't on there, but shit. There's something on her.
Just like what's it? Rachel, right? Oh, Rachel. Remember, maybe she nice body, but her face. No, Rachel, Rachel or Rebecca. No. It's like what I was trying to say is, you know what I'm saying, remember when Jacob, he was, he worked 7 years to get, I think it was Rachel.
Oh, you talking about Rachel?
Yeah.
Oh,
You remember he wanted her, but the father, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he seen something else.
Yeah.
So I get your point. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm trying to say.
because he got supplanted in there, so he had to find something that he liked to stay with him on. Yeah. That's a good point. Because
He didn't really want her.
Yeah, exactly.
He wanted the other,
exactly. But according to our law, you can't just put on weight.
No. That's different, but I get you what you're trying to say.
Yeah. No, that's a great point. You know, if you desire a woman, even money, if you desire money, don't desire $100 million. Desire some shit that be able to provide you with shelter over your head and then you shouldn't desire it because it's all corrupt, at least to corruption. So if you want a woman on this side, Lord, you need something to say, she's willing to cook, she's willing to help you. Like, I don't deal with no, if I take a woman out and she don't offer me, I'm done with you. You know, like the chick I'm talking about, shoot. I'm going. I'm not paying for everything. That's the game.
That's a test.
This is a pill. I'm just paying you.
Yeah, you might as well just pay for whatever.
You're the man. You're supposed to.
I'm gonna just get on the holiday page. Get on the holiday page. Find something.
Be that attached, just do your thing and just keep it moving.
Get it over with.
Yeah, kind of.
You shouldn't be paying for every single thing because you put yourself in a very in the eyes of the Lord, and that woman sees you as very easy. Just like that. Because when you're not around, she's telling her friends, "Man, I'm on the way up because he paid me."
Yeah. No,
Smart. That's a very
Yeah,
long
kind of.
story. You got to check yourself. A bitch always asking for money. Hey, this is the way and if she get married and want to leave you, just know.
Yeah, like I said, this woman in general too, man.
She a woman supposed to
Anyway,
do
the
shit.
Philippines, whatever, Oh yeah, anything about $100 this week, my sister's sick, Jeremiah, you know what I'm saying? No, for real,
It's always the sick shit. My mom, bitch, show me proof, you know? Go to the hospital, show me my hospital. You do that, they'll show it to you.
Yeah, fact.
I'm speaking from experience. I heard about it. You gotta learn this shit from dealing with women. That's why some shit always happens. Send me some proof. Why you need some proof?
It's funny you should say that, but she called me up and was like, I'm thinking about quitting my job. Shit like that. You got another job like that? No, I'm going to a lot. You need to work that shit out.
And you need to know. So you have boys. You want that shit out.
You're right, you need to work that shit out. Well, I hope you're all right. Click. She would say, come on, we got you. So I seen that at the plantation, and she's like, everything's better. My family, is helping me out. I wasn't going to. I wasn't going to help you out. I don't know you like that. So, my funds, you gotta give shit to the brothers.
Woman's supposed to do
I don't even call it shit, but I'd rather give
supposed
what
to be
I
a
have to the
helper.
brothers.
She's supposed to be an asset, not a
That's
liability.
literally her role. I was listening to the elders. I was supposed to hold it. They said, look, women is sex up. They can't offer you nothing but what's between their legs. Really, that's the truth. They'll put it in comfort.
Yeah, for real.
But if a woman ain't there, like on this side, you ain't gonna make the perfect help. But she's still supposed to be doing shit. A woman supposed to be offering shit like, okay, if she's not that type of woman, she don't give a fuck about it. She'll move on to the next one.
Don't pull me up with your problem. I don't want that shit. Handle your shit. I'll handle myself. As a matter of fact, don't even call me with your shit. Because I don't call you with my shit. I don't call you up and say, hey, man, I'm running hard, you must be out. No. So don't do that to me. But But a lot of these women look for fucking simps all over the place. And trust me, there are simps out there. There's a lot of simps out there that constantly perpetuate simpleness amongst men.
Yeah, like you said, they gotta be destroyed too, man. Like you said, because like you said, that one's a big worse, man. You know what I'm saying? You can be like an actual legit dude that's actually, you know what I'm saying? Actually trying to do a legit thing, but like you said, she got like shit in bed over it and just attention every time, man.
I got a quick precept. This is Luke chapter 36, verse 21. It says, a woman will receive every man. Yet she will receive every man. In fact, in between, as long as she raises up her woman. A woman will receive every man. Yet is what we were taught in the world that beautiful woman is something she has standards and high morals. And I gotta be this type of guy. Meanwhile, she's filthy.
You know what? You know also say in the past, or really ones in this world that Disney shit. Like you said, a lot of like you said, you know what I mean? We were talking, you know, nice women and cater them and you know, chivalry and all that. And you see right now, you see that way, man.
Knight shining on.
Yeah.
That's romance. Yeah. Bullshit. Fairy tales. That's what it's called. Fairy tales. Proposal let down your head.
Yeah, also women believe in that shit too. You know what I'm saying?
No.
The Disney shit.
You know they ain't talking about Eve. You know they ain't talking about Eve. Let down your head.
Funny.
They ain't talking about Eve.
Yeah.
Continue though, it says a woman will receive every man.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yet is one daughter better than another. The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loves you better. But that can be the downfall. You gotta be aware that it says, if there be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue, then it's not her husband like other men. So if she's kind, if she's weak, if she brings comfort, then her husband ain't like he ain't like you. You got something. So behind him, the rest of y'all, he's different, right?
Yeah.
Verse 24. He that giveth a wife and giveth a possession, and a help, like unto himself, that you like what I like.
Yeah.
Unto myself. If you, I ain't supposed to be with a bitch, but we have to naturally say, I ain't supposed to be with a bitch. Well, I like this, I like this. Bitch, you like this. You eat what I eat. You like what you got. I don't hear about your boyfriend, your ex.
Facts. That shit on the shot, like you said, man. It was interest right there. That is
Bitches
something
be
you
telling you
talk
about their exes and shit.
I believe that shit turns you
What is you talking about? You hear about that shit?
Come to your house, change
Yeah, when we talk about that, that's how you know that she's supposed to be with that man. You would just be working, you may let her go.
And that shows you what the Lord said is better for a woman to, when she gets that first man that runs her, he's just supposed to keep her. Because he's been around with all this type of memories and experiences and see different blood. It's fucking crazy. The Lord was writing, he said, make sure she stays with that man. Make sure she stays with that man.
so will I see
As long as he's sensible. You know?
So that man 50 shots of silver,
Or
though.
whatever the dowry is. It's better than having her own free idea, being a father,
Getting back around the father.
getting married, and then divorcing. Do you see how much Tyreek got? Tyreek Hill got a
That shit
fucking
crazy.
woman?
That shit's crazy.
That's
Oh, I
set
think
up.
$100,000 just suspended money. I think it's like another $70,000 or whatever in court fees.
That's crazy.
He gotta buy her fucking. She wanted the car, the royalty car they got, but they said it's his, so he gotta buy her the car like
What?
that.
Damn.
She wanted the house, but the house he don't own the house. He gotta buy a house like straight. And the only thing that's helping him is his contract.
Right.
They did it because he makes a lot of millions a year. Bro, you know.
Yeah.
But then again,
You should have learned, man, how to get married,
When
man.
you bet on football, bet on him this year. You gonna be playing hip hop.
Yeah, you got to, yeah. You got to.
You got to.
You got to. You got to.
Home probably is gonna be over.
You gonna lose his contract. That's
but
what
then
I'm like.
again, there's a European soccer player who was about to get married, and when his fiance realized that everything was in his mom's name, she called off the wedding.
Well, actually, she had to pay.
No.
No, it's not. It's like, I need to.
Another recent incident.
Yeah.
When she found out that her fiance had everything in his mom's hand, she called off the wedding.
Yeah. That's smart.
Let me finish this though. It says, "They help like unto himself a pillar of rest. Where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled." So what's the hedge? The man, but we have to have a system that allows the man to be that. If you take away that man's authority in his household and away from women, there is no hedge. Where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled. And he that have no wife to wander up and down mourning. And when it says no wife, it means this type of woman. A woman that brings kindness, meekness, comfort, and is a pillow of rest. Right? So these men are born. These men are born. It says, the last verse, it says, who will trust his peace? Well appointed for so who will believe a man that have no house? And Lord is whosoever the night taketh.
But has removed their heart from it.
You back, Jim? Yep. You know, another one of the rocks. My usual.
You got to work towards. You got to build. You got a family structure to lift up. So now he's just stuck to his own.
Yeah, because it don't say the house, it ain't mean he don't have a place to live.
Right.
It's home.
Yeah, something to build.
Him that don't have no house, who can trust a man like that? That ain't built something. You can't trust that man like that. Right? Because he don't have no purpose. He don't have no pillar of rest. So he gonna seek rest somewhere else.
It says, but have removed their heart from it.
Robbing niggas, stealing niggas. He gonna get his rest somewhere else. Our rest is this. Because we deal with women too. Women like that. So without this, buying all the OnlyFans subscriptions, porno accounts, $100 yearly annual subscription. We go to a VIP club. So I can talk to all the murder on the basis. You do meetups? Yeah. I seen one nigga, he went to, I guess they have like porno Comic-Cons. He rides on it. He a fucking nerd. She throwing it back every bit. He paid money for this shit. He got a tag on, the VIP tag. He went online and set that up. That's what society has. You know, he don't have no home. He has no home. You know? He want to meet his porn. Got all her tapes.
Like you said, man, they be like middle-aged men for real, man. They spend the most. You see, like, so on YouTube, put OnlyFans the most spend user. You know what I'm saying? Meet them in person. They got
Your face in her breast. Bacteria all over. You done came after the next man.
Hey.
You know? A line, he be a line of them niggas. She had the booth. This shit I said. She had the booth. Niggas in the line, next up. You can take pictures and touch something on the ass. And do the robo.
Take a picture of it. Oh yeah, Vicky, you remember Vicky? We should dare drink one time.
Oh,
yeah.
Everybody. And meet and greets.
Yeah, meet and greets. Father saying great things against us.
But you become there when that's all you go. That's all you do every day. Watch them porn, you go for these women. That's what your desire is. So you'll do everything to attain it. Wow. As soon as you get paid.
Upgrade subscription.
Exactly. I'm back, baby. I'm back, baby.
I know I've been missing.
I know I've been missing, but I'm about to load you up. You know?
Like you said.
He said I'm about to level up.
You never know, you know what I mean? When you're working with them every day, you know what I'm saying? When they making your food, you never know.
Bro, they had the little baby, the rapper, they just, this bitch, this OnlyFans bitch exposed him.
Yeah.
He's a simp. This nigga got millions of dollars. He's in the,
Yes,
her
sir.
DM or something. I don't care about none of that. I just need you. I need you. He's like, you're crazy. You like crazy. I seen the video. You like crazy. She said, I don't like crazy. He said, I'll do whatever you want me to do. I'm coming to your house right now. He said, you don't even know where I live. 5 minutes, I'm outside. She's like, you are fucking insane. She's like, you really love me? She named the whole car year 2026 luxury. She said upgrade. It's like she copied and pasted the shit up. Hey, you love me? You want to have me to yourself? Right there. I said, oh, you should have just said that. The car was $600,000.
Oh, damn.
Oh, he actually bought the shit.
So they tell you that what it seemed like.
Nah.
He said, okay, yeah. He said, he was like, you better make sure your kids get a babysitter tonight.
Oh, man.
All right.
I believe that.
You know, I know you can do things averages and things. That's
I see some shit.
You tell me that ain't low?
Yeah, that's low.
Oh, ain't no bitch on this earth for $600,000. I don't even know how much money you get.
Right? She ain't yours for life.
Yeah, mine. On top of that, they got miles on it too.
Yeah.
Same person.
Yeah, and it ain't
Hello
your
now.
Yes.
It ain't your mileage that you spend your free quiet time on.
$10,000 for some pre-owned vehicle.
I have a hard time buying this shit. I really have a hard time buying it.
It's when you let your wire, see, the Lord wired us for this. When you get to your wire, when that blood runs to you, when that blood runs to your wire, you lose sense. You know, so that's why I said the Lord said, mortify your members, rather train yourself to be control of them and manage it as much as possible. Because we were designed to appropriate the fruit. So the Lord designed us to where we just become in that moment. So if you allow that to just consume, you know, you think, you do anything. But only shit. I gotta get it. I gotta scheme to get it. I gotta lie to get it. I gotta cheat to get it. I gotta wild to get it. I need that. I need her on top of me. I need somebody. I need to feel it. What does it feel like? I need it. And they become addicts.
Yeah.
Sex addict.
Yeah, like, bro, come on, stop.
It's like, damn, everything that walked by you,
They say just the fuck.
pretty much. I know these old
Blue
school
beats, pretty much. Just blue beats. Like you said, no integrity. You know what I'm saying?
The Lord gave us comfort because we know we had all that comfort. They're going to be pure. They're going to be our possession. We don't have to think, oh shit, my God, I can stop. You know? No. We ain't missing out on shit. I did a video a while back with a kid looking out the window. Like, you ain't missing out on nothing. You know? They think they're missing out on shit. Then when you're young, yoga. Man, you have to be content with that. If I don't have a lot on this side, so be it, I'm coming back. That's it. If I don't have a lot of money on this side, so be it, I'm coming back. I'm doing the necessary work to make sure when I come back, I got my bag. First thing you certain girls that have passed away, you know, them boys in paradise, when they come back, that bag will be sitting right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they gonna set up their village. They gonna set up their house. You know? Right now, you want to make sure you've done the necessary things to make sure you do it. You as an Israelite, I'm not going to share. You know? Yeah, you a sinner, but you need to be making sure that you're repenting. You need to make sure you're doing the works. You need to make sure you're doing good. You don't want to have that pride and say that the Lord can't take you. Lord can take you. He don't need you. He said he can raise up stones. So who's to say you're going to be one of those niggas slaves to the streets? You're supposed to be working where the Lord can take you. A lot of men are always saying, and you may find yourself guilty of being there, taking it for granted. You understand like the Lord is saying this to you. He can do what he wants. This is a gift. Remember that. What you do with it while you have it, that's what it is.
Yeah, because I'm talking about earlier was Alizé and Wranglers, you know, believe they have a good place. Now, you suddenly they just lost that they candy smoke. So, just through the phase. You know what I'm saying?
What's that scripture you bring out about the flames like the wick that
Well, I said, yeah, I get it for you.
Yeah, but go back to what I was saying. You know, that's what we got the covering to stay out by shooting our shot, man. And we got to make sure that we stay under that covering, man, as best as possible, man. Because like you said, if it wasn't for His truth, And and the brothers and discipline that we got, like you said, we get out just like these 2/3, man. Like you said, it's crazy. That's just like no goals, you know what I'm saying? Trying to find women, you know what I'm saying? Just no outlet, man. Now that the fact that, what I'm saying, that we have to understand, like I said, we're not going crazy over these females. We know that these females been ran through this and that. Now, of course, we get a woman, we get a woman, but we know that, like you said, we treat them accordingly. That's what people, we could wrestle, so to speak, you know what I'm saying? So we know when a woman's playing games, like, I'm not gonna give you no $400, yeah, baby, like, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Help me, you know what I'm saying? How about you help me for once? You know what I'm saying? How about you help me elevate? Should I help you elevate? It's a balance, you know?
Yeah. You find yourself giving a woman a lot of money, you feel enamored by her, you feel that's the only one you have. You need to pray to the Lord, you don't even need to see this quiet question, pray to the Lord to deliver you from that type of spell. Because that's literally a spell.
Yeah, it is. Definitely talk to bros too, man.
Yeah.
Bros really get on your ass and shit.
Yeah.
Because like I said, eventually, like I said, you're going to spear out to bros anyway. You know what I'm saying? If it does happen, you go check, you need to be, you need to listen.
You never know when this is a show. You know, and it is, you can have $20,000 saved up. And you say, well, I got to save up, I need to get it to her because I got to. You don't know what's coming in the future, man. You know, we shouldn't be in the mindset of just giving out money as a fucking one. You know? We hope bros because bros is, that's hoping our shine.
Yeah, that's different. Like you said, brotherhood was always important, man. So that's different because we trust brothers. Because we know that bros going through certain things. Like you said, some bros got it better than other brothers. But that doesn't mean that like trying to wait. That's not brother. Something brother needs something. Just be there for that brother. Because again, if it was that, like I said, if it was the other way around, we want that brother to be there for you.
The brother's not saying, help you, or I'm not going to beat you. One is saying, so it's a completely different relationship. You can tell a brother, I don't have it right now, I can't do it.
Hey, see, and one last thing about that. The difference between the brother and a woman is, a woman, she can always leave. You know what I mean? Just imagine, right? You dealing with a girl for a certain period of time, and like she dealing with a brother, but you're more than a female, right? And all of a sudden, let's say something didn't go with her, she just up and leave. Now you feel stupid, like, damn, man. I could have didn't go to that brother and dinner with them my own people, you know what I mean? Now you feel stupid. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta live with it, like, damn. You know what I'm saying? As a lesson, like, damn, let it be a lesson.
These women are getting broke. You sound broke. No, I ain't broke. I'm smart about my shit.
I'm disciplining my money.
I watched a video where these women had to spend 20 grand on a part, $200 on a fucking wedding. And the Jake was like, no, we can invest that shit.
Oh, yeah, see, that's
She was like, you getting broke right now. Yeah. He was like, broke. Why didn't you fix your fucking lips and say that shit? Leave me and see how you turned out.
There's so much that will be
Yeah,
they already talk about wedding. You want to tell so many days helped her out.
But the fact that she actually tried to disrespect the man after that, I would have left that bitch. Disrespect her on national, like on video, and the fact, you know what I'm saying? Like any dude like that, like us, we would have left that bitch. Said some shit like that. That's it. She said something disrespectful for you too. Like you said, that's a sign right there. Let her get away, she'll keep moving. Yeah, it's
I got the scripture. This is Isaiah chapter 42, verse 3. It says, a bruised reed shall he not break, and the smoking flax shall he not quench. You know, when you look at smoking flax, it's basically what's left after the candle's supposed to be lit. It's that big flame. Right? And even if you rush past it, it'll go out. So the Lord has to keep it lit. Bruised reed is very thin skin. A lot of times they thin. That's why the Day of Atonement is looked at as your body being as a reed. You're hunched over in a humble position. But a bruised reed, man, he's going to be snapped and break. The Lord is saying he's not going to allow you to break. So that shows you the weak condition of us. We bruised reeds, and we're smoking like
Yeah.
at any moment,
Yeah.
go back to what you just said. At any moment, one wrong brush, and there's nobody there to lay it back.
Like you said, many times that we're in, like you said, because all this wickedness, all this social media and all stuff like that. So we're in the hardest time, and also right now we are also in a weak state that we ever been compared to our compared to our forefathers.
Picture the table full of lit candles. Thousands of lit candles. Some of them was out. That's the one the brothers that came in and fell out. Some of them still lit. A lot of them still lit. A lot of them out. It was on this table. And more of them come back and grab the one that's lit. You know? That's literally what's happening. Yeah, that's literally what's happening. We're the ones still lit. But there's no guarantee that we will stay with it. Because we have to do the necessary things that will please the Lord. It's all about pleasing the Lord. Because do that first, everything else will follow. The Lord will give you food. The Lord will give you food. The Lord will give you children. The Lord will give you shepherds. He may not always do that when you want it, he's going to do it. As long as you're moving, he's going to take care of it. Has anybody ever put their trust in God?
Like I said, we all had a time when, you know what I'm saying, we got the hand. Obviously not the hand, but you know, we want hard times like damn. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, the Lord God is going to do it.
Like damn, the Lord hate you. You gotta do something, you know? Because eventually if the Lord don't help you, you ain't elect. The Lord don't lead his elect down and on. You know? He'll put you through periods of times of trials, and they'll humble you. He's not going to leave you in that desolate state. If you left in that desolate state, you just ain't be elect. It's hard to break it to you. Yeah. You're in just a desolate state. You ain't got nothing to your name. You know, you just out down and out. And you got a depressive mindset. Lord don't care about you, man. You know? And that goes back to our slavery. That's a very harsh thing too, that applies to Israelites. You know, the Lord chooses who he has compassion on. Just because you put a garment on me, you gotta have compassion for your wife. That's a, you gotta make sure you check that too. You got on this guy, you gotta make sure we ain't telling the Lord, oh, because I got this on, you gotta have compassion. You gotta have compassion. You gotta have compassion. Why you gotta tell her, you know, what you do ahead of the thing, the last come in, continue on that check. You gotta like, you don't have no love. You ain't doing this. You're supposed to be like your first day in the camp. You're supposed to work like your first day in the trip. You know? You got guys that been in decades. You know? They're born with it.
That's scary.
And you know, once you hit that decade mark, you like, oh,
Proving me that you sorry.
you have seen certain things, you know, you done had certain hopes. They used to bros over time to time, bro. You start seeing bros
and not of
and
themselves.
then,
It is the gift of Yahweh.
they don't have that fire, but they lukewarm. You see it, man. The elders be speaking about it. They say they be seeing it. You know, guys are there and the fire going out because they saying the Lord's terrible. That's what's going back to the mindset. You're saying the Lord's
It's sad, but like you said,
this thing's supposed to incite you, live live in Europe.
you know, that would say a thing about a business too. It's easy to start a business, it's hard to do it. You know, same thing with this truth. Like it's easy to come in, we grow up, the hard part is stay in it.
You got an idea, like, yeah, we gonna start this business. And I want to do this, we gonna make some more money. We gonna rule the whole block. Then once the trials come,
You just forget about it. You just forget about
you might not be
it.
getting the sales that you thought you were gonna get. You get tax credit. You know? It's real. The money I told you I was getting back from the job. When I tell you, all this money. Because they tax you so much, it's like, damn. You know, the Lord bless me to be able to take care of the things that I'm going to take care of.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing. But still, though, that shit is. Yeah, I told you. I told you.
And then, you know, it's like,
That's easy,
you
that's
think about
easy.
what you could have done with what you actually earned, you know? And it's like, damn, the Lord, but the Lord gave you to take care of
Important thing, man. Important thing. Yeah, that's most important. But don't get me wrong. I know you feel. I know.
So
And
you
that's
gotta
easy,
look at
though.
it like, Lord,
It's a blessing, but then you take the hit. But I'd rather deal with this. I gotta worry about it. You know, no more. That's a blessing. I feel. Like I said, I tell you, that's the most important thing. Just get that debt shit.
Facts, man. Facts.
Thank
You
you for that
gotta
David
take
Lane.
care of your responsibility. That's another thing. You gotta take care of your responsibility. You can't just,
Second payment.
you want to, I want a new game system. You got, if you ain't taking care of your responsibility. You can't take out Keisha. You gotta take, you a slave.
Yeah.
But certain brothers like, they fuck it. I'm about to spend it on fuck it. And then,
I can't take it with
now
me.
you in a dire position later on.
He's like, damn, I wish I known about that.
Yeah, now you in a dire position like, fuck, bro. But you had the money. And the Lord is looking at you like, nigga, you had the fucking money, but you spent it on Keisha and on fucking snake.
That's why.
And now you asking me for more money.
Yeah, that's what the Lord said. What? Wisdom is the defense, and what? Money is the defense. You should always keep running back for yourself.
And you have to train yourself.
Subscribe to that OnlyFans account.
$99.
Not that. Stay logged in. Keep my circle.
Check my leads.
You know, I put my mind on something that's important. You know?
And that comes with time, too. It comes with time. You gotta work that out.
Everything comes with time. Everything comes with
It
time.
took a long time for me to get to the point where I'm saving up for a rainy day. You know? But that's just like this truth, you know. Everything comes with time, you know. It's not gonna happen overnight.
And that's the beautiful thing about the truth. It's literally, for those that don't invest in stocks, you literally have invested in something when you're waiting a long day.
Yeah.
So it shows you, really the stocks and all of that, that's really not the most because this is the biggest stock ever. And we been waiting for years to get that return. You literally just wait. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting my money out there.
Right.
You can lose it. Yeah, you can lose it at any time. You can do
You
it.
just gotta let it work. Let it work. They got his highs, they got his lows. Oh, so look.
Yeah, facts.
We don't lie. Walking place up. What's your beauty? And then we don't hide. No.
Are you gonna pull out? Are you gonna take your money
Yeah.
out?
You know?
Remember a few years ago? Remember a few years ago about the brother, remember we had the power, blackout was supposed to happen? And the brother said, yeah, we did it. Like, bro, like, you know, he told you, like, chill out, you never know. Next thing you know, it didn't happen. So, you know, when you back, got disappointed.
And the bro didn't even like that I was saying that. And I was telling him, yeah, you got the focus yourself. Yeah, it's a blackout, but there's pulse in there. You know? Oh, it's it. Lights out.
You know?
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's not.
No.
It's just out.
You know?
Yeah, next thing you know, you see what happened the next day, ain't nothing happened. That's what you get.
Now, with prophecy, stuff that happened with prophecy,
Right.
you know, comes into fruition.
Yeah.
Then you can get happy.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
You said lights out? No, lights out.
Lights just out, man. Until we see that Quran, man. That Quran for the good.
Yeah, that's
That Quran, the real stuff.
then we know.
Back in the news
We
again.
know.
Buy as much blood as you
No,
can.
facts.
Blood
It
is
is spin.
do what you got. And toast the fuck up. Cause we deal.
You know that.
58 videos in one day.
Everybody gonna be there. We were live for
You
5
tell
hours.
yeah.
On the live.
We did little clickbait titles.
Right.
Get tons of views. It's here.
Yeah. So that day gonna be crazy. You remember when the when the brother went live? Bro, brother had thousands of people. And he was like, who's this live?
Right.
And they go, who's your house shot?
Yeah.
They just, but the thing is, when the event happened,
Yeah.
he was See, we had he went live because that's just what he does on the regular basis. So they were looking for news, but he was the only thing live on YouTube at that time touching on that topic because he had it in the film. So all these people that just wanted to get an update on what's going on, they clicked on his video and he got caught. You see, I was watching live in the comments, and I'm like, yo, this is amazing because it shows how the Lord can just flood you. Like, you know, so when a major event happens, which we believe a major event is going to happen soon because they put the national soil in all these cities.
Yep.
They added 19 more cities, which Virginia is one of them. They got the Gideon surveillance system, AI surveillance system until the next week. And they're going to start increasing this stuff more and more and more. But we know what this is about. You know, they already got their towers set up. You know, all they need is that event that's going to take down certain things, so they can usher in this crypto system, AI surveillance system. And there we go.
Yeah.
We very, you gotta remember. The solar eclipse that X out of America just went. That's what we did. Eclipse day got dark. That shit felt eerie.
Yeah, because it got cold and you could feel it.
Yeah, that was towards the end of the shit. It wasn't like March. It was like March.
Yeah, then we had the facade.
Those are the facade, yeah.
Yeah, you should have that night. That's wow.
Me and this brother leaving the facade. We took two different bridges, we on the other side. And I was like, oh shoot! Chariot, brother called me. Did you see that? I'm like, well, you saw it too? We both see it.
That's how you know it's good.
This is the stuff that we see. This is something the Lord does for us. But the outsiders on privy to. And when this is one of many accounts. And that's why we, you know,
Man, that's what we love is truth. Yeah, we love it.
we can see some stuff that you can't even explain to people. Because we can't even really comprehend. It's like when Paul got caught up in heaven. He's like, there's no words to explain it. We didn't see certain shit. It's just, we can't explain it. You guys, you will have to see it. You know, when the brothers, y'all bros is going up north. I'm on the plantation in the fleet alongside me. And I lost it. God damn! It's a fleet of them. Me and bros hit the chat and said, yo, it's a fleet that just went by. And it went all the way up to the bros up.
Shit, I mean, we see them all the time.
Oh yeah, when we was not too long, we were on the spot by that water, and they were just coming up and poured them. Behind it kept coming up, or the one that zipped by with no camera. I mean, it's countless things.
I seen nothing that truth is real, man. That's why it's a blessing.
The one that tricked me out was when the clouds were, it was caught behind the clouds and you saw the light.
That was bad.
I found out, he was like, just like this.
Come on, Chesapeake, right?
Nah, you know. By the way, the brothers up in Jersey, they just had a fleet of chariots being posted. I don't know if you ever seen it. Yeah. Saints of Jersey, too.
Yeah.
A fleet of chariots, like docks all over the place.
True, man. He digs up, he always got a video the other day. He digging up the land. He has already dug up every story that's in the book. He went to where it's located, dug up the land, excavated, and found pottery. He's found the Lashawan with our seals of Hezekiah and certain governors. The Lashawan with our he found all these things. You know, Esau went to Sodom and Gomorrah and tested the sulfur. And to this day, it burns perfectly. And he was like, this temperature of sulfur cannot be found on earth. You know, he goes and searches out these things. You know, he went and found Noah's Ark. You know, the anchors on these large bulk anchors on both ends he goes and excavates the ground, and he's finding the woods that's labeled in the scriptures in the soil. You know? He went and did the path of the Israelites through the desert and found the rock of Horeb, this tall ass fucking rock that split down the middle. Then when you down the rock, there's nothing erosion that looked like water just he went, and then he looked and said, wait a minute, over there, why the top of that mountain is burnt black? It had nothing inside. Because the rock of Horeb and all that happened in the same facility. So when you go to Saudi Arabia, they got the whole area gate on. You can't even go in it. The government won't permit you to go in it. And Mount Sinai is behind it. Rock of Horeb is behind it. You know, the 12 pillars are behind it. You know, all that history is right. Found rocks right on. It was written down everything. You know, Pharaoh's chariot wheels.
That's still down there.
He's not a diligent servant. So he knows what we're saying. This scares the shit out of him.
Yeah, that's very true. Good.
No, and it was like Kanye West talking about the 12 tribes of Judah. He making like they do certain stuff like that, so they can eventually come up against us. You know, but I mean, them niggas ain't no threat, man. You know, the Kyrie when he looked up the little the book, you know, he ain't no threat, man. Ain't we're the real threat, you know. And why? Because we got the true name for Yahweh Shemiyah. We're the only one foretelling prophecy. We're the only ones saying what the MOTV is. So hey, look, we're the only ones that as the scriptures talk about in the ancient world, the seers, you know, we got the vision. You know, the Lord has showed us the vision of these things. You know, and we're shaking the hands. We want this to be go to the gates of the noble. This nigga know what we're saying is true. You know.
Yeah. It says in James that the devil knows, but also
We're in fleshly bodies, but we don't live through the flesh, we live through the spirit. So whatever decisions we make is through the spirit, it's not through the flesh. You know, even if I'm hungry, I make sure I don't make my decisions solely based on the flesh. You know, I make sure I can make it like some greens in me this week. You know, I get no fruits in this week. Let's have more juices. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make a conscious effort to make sure you're thinking spiritually more than you're thinking carnally. Because if you think just carnally, you know, you're gonna eat is carnate. You're gonna be eating a whole bunch of meat, right? You're gonna want to be fucking just a bunch of meat. You're just incarnate. You're incarnate. You think from the flesh. But when you think from the spirit, you move spiritually. You know, from the diet, for instance, yes. People say, oh, no. It actually has spiritual effects.
we're working out.
It cleans your brain. You know, it helps you go and cleanses your brain. Where's your spirit? Your mind. So your mind, you have to cleanse your mind. You're able to reconnect your powers. There's a reason he puts certain things in water to calcify your brain when you're done, when they call you third eye, to block that passageway. When you have a clean diet, you're able to be more spiritual. Right? That's why fasting is such an important thing, because it resets the whole digestive system. Right? Cleans your organs out. You just keep stuffing bullshit. You think, oh, I'm just affecting my body, but you're also affecting your spirit. And it blocks your pathway to the Lord. That's why the gluttony is a sin.
For that very purpose. For that very purpose.
It blocks your pathway with sin.
Yeah, that's why people get all these, like you said, sicknesses, you know, like gallbladder stones, or you know what I'm saying. Technically, you know that, right? You're supposed to be, you know, using the bathroom every day. You know, you wonder why some people are constipated all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I looked it up. You know what I'm saying? How, you know, like you said, when you eat food, you know, when your body takes all the nutrition out of that, you know, that food, and then, like you said, all that waste.
And the Lord provided.
Like you said, it's supposed to come out like smoothly, not just.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be.
Yeah, dry basically. Yeah, dry.
You're not supposed to be sticking no rod in no.
Yeah, exactly.
But the Lord provided ways to flesh it out properly. He gives you plums, He gives you prunes, He gives you apples, He gives you fiber, certain things to flush that stuff off the right way. He gives you ginger to settle your stomach, you know? But if you're not doing these type of things, you're gonna have dis-ease within the body. So it's gonna be hard for you to have a spiritual connection with yourself. You know, so diet is very, very, it's very, very important. Who was it that on that special diet, the Aaron's tree. During the time of Jeremiah, we was done the time of Daniel.
They call it Daniel's back.
Yeah, Daniel's diet, man. You know? He said, look, I don't want to let your service be kings be. This guy and get it. And then judge who even else. He never said. So and you feel real better. You feel much better because of how you eat. You know? The elders stress that. They stress out a lot now. About something you consume. Right now, I got some pomegranate juice coming in. Organic pomegranate juice. Great food. Pomegranate juice boosts your testosterone by 20% if you drink it daily. They say like it boosts your testosterone better in 2 weeks by 20%. It increases your blood flow throughout your system. You know, it helps to call all of that.
I like that too. Bro's got to work out too because that benefits as well. So like I said, my body, said fertility says bodily exercise properly. Focus and gain goal. You also got to wisdom. So you said food helps too, but also, you know what I'm saying, if you're not, working on your body, you know what I'm saying? Like you said before, you said the elders, you know what I'm saying? You know, like you got this or what they gotta do, they gotta, like you said, they ride bikes.
If you're not active, then your testosterone come through because you're dormant. You know, you have to be active. Like a lot of men, like even when it comes to like sex, they don't even know how to have sex because they don't move properly. You know, they just picture sex.
They get tired so
fast. If you think about it like this, because your man is just jumping off and working on his stomach, he doesn't know that sex is a feeling, it's a function of his body. You gotta move, you gotta know how to move your hips and stuff. When he gets in, he's all tense. Because he used to just, he gets in, he's all tense in 2 minutes. Because all that tension.
He's not worried about the feedback from the woman.
Yeah, he's just worried about his. And he's taught himself to just. So he gets in there all tense. He doesn't breathe. He doesn't know about breathing. So he just gets it. And before you know it, it's wisdom that goes into all these things. But when you take time as a man to learn these things, you be better moving on as a man. You know?
You're right. You know what I'm saying? Because the woman's juices also have lubrication.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
The lubrication woman exudes when you feel good to make her feel good.
Yeah, you don't get that by just sticking around. You gotta warm up. If you just go, if you with a woman and you learn and you just stick this, that's like the worst sex you can have. She ain't warmed up, you just text all up and you won't even ask about it.
That's what we get. That's why they, you know what I'm saying, find somebody else.
Yeah, right. Unfortunately, a lot of women experience that. A lot of women experience not the emotional aspects of sex.
And you know what the reason for that is your witness is only going to be so you just fucking get it done with it. But with that, take away the intimate connection that comes with sex. That's what when man gets with a woman and you don't want to touch, you're supposed to remember it's a thing. But if you're with somebody just with a property, you ain't going to get your walks on. Because you do it the right way,
Satisfaction.
You get a euphoric state, both of y'all, she gonna be feeling slow. For one, that's the most important thing. Once you get a woman feeling through that, she at your window. I know you in there.
I seen it. Now let's real talk. That's real talk though, you know what I'm saying? A lot of men don't know how to deal with women. And when you don't know how to deal with women, you don't know how to deal with the scripture. You gotta make love to this woman. I mean, you gotta rub her hand, you gotta be sensuous, man. You gotta spend time with her. You have to get to know her.
Why do you think those women stay with them low down dirtbag men? Because you may not reach somebody, you should lay that rod on the right way to you. She's paying for all the dinners. This is literally how they get going. You know? She's become a servant to him. It's really how it's supposed to be. But if you're a man, you don't know what it is to be a man. You don't know how to control yourself. You ain't gonna have no woman to feed for you. You don't even know what it is. You want a woman to feed, learn what it is to be a man. Then when you get that woman, you put that input on her. She ain't gonna go to a bum. She ain't gonna go to she ain't never gonna have nothing like that before you can.
And that's the thing. A lot of these women have so what's the word? Promiscuous that they can't decipher anything that is relatively good to them. You know what I'm saying? Because you might have a guy that was like almost there, but not quite there. So now in the same night, here she is going to another guy. You know what I'm saying? To get that what she didn't have from the first year. And it's a perpetual thing that's going on.
It's a point at the end of the day, it's not gonna bring that anymore. Like you said, you lost that bond of soul time.
You got people that don't even participate in something. That's not what it's supposed to do. It's a whole event. It's like in a righteous king, the woman that's coming up for the first time, she's burning, veil. It's like wrapping a gift, right? You got her head covered, her hair's off. She's just looking up at you, taking she just standing there. Hey brother, don't call me. Yeah. I'm laying shit down.
She's waiting for you though.
Yeah.
She's waiting for you.
Smelling good with the essential oils, sauce,
She done bathed.
milk in the honey. She done prepared herself. So now I smell like heaven. What? Don't call me for a year. I see y'all at the Feast of Tabernacles. Go ahead, man.
I can read the whole thing. I'm gonna start up and jump down. This is Daniel 1 and Daniel 1 and 8 it says, "But Daniel purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine which he drank." It says, "Therefore he requested of the prince of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself." It says, "Now Daniel, now God has," it says, "Now the Most High had brought," no. Okay, yeah. It says, "Now the Most High had brought Daniel into favor and tender love unto the prince of the eunuchs," and it's pretty much telling you this, pretty much because Daniel, he was very wise, so he kind of had that wisdom to kind of, pretty much talk and pretty much doing what he wanted to do. He's playing straight, you know what I'm saying? Now, I forget exactly what the scripture talks about the wisdom of Daniel. But anyways, it says, and the prince of the, can we keep going and just going? Okay, come. It says, "And the prince of the eunuchs said unto Daniel, I fear the Lord the king." It says, "Who have appointed me meat and your drink." It says, "For why should he see your face worse liking than the children which are of your sort?" It says, "And shall make me endanger my head to the king." And it's pretty much just saying, hey, I have to bring you this meal. This is beneficial for you. You know what I'm saying? What they're eating, you know what I'm saying, is going to be the best diet that you can have. But Daniel, with the wisdom that Yahweh Shemiyah passed down to our forefathers, he realized, okay, eating the king's meat, because you can only imagine the king, he probably had the pig on the fucking table with the apple in the mouth, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that whoop steak. Yeah.
It was fatty steaks.
Yeah.
But that's their daily meat. You know what I'm saying? They might eat that fucking all day. You know what I'm saying? All day, every day, which goes against what brothers were just talking about. You can't overly do it with meat, because it causes up your digestion. You want to think straight, especially with red meat, because it's harder to digest. That shit will get into your brain and start fucking.
Like for instance, we have a get together, right?
Right.
And we have meat.
Yep.
If we eat a lot of meat that day, you should know how to eat meat
For the rest of the week.
Good. I just had a lot of meat. But what you find yourself doing, because the world doesn't need meat when you eat Mexican. You eat for breakfast. But it's killing you. It's really killing you.
And
Because your body is not able to process it.
And people feel it. They just don't know what they're feeling because they never taught that. You know what I'm saying? So when their stomach started getting bloated, like the brother said, they got diarrhea. You know what I'm saying? Or constipated, you know what I'm saying? They have fat eggs, yep.
They don't know their body trying to tell them something. You got temper tantrums, anxiety, you got anxiety. Right. All that can't be done. You got photos, all that stuff. You know, that makes you high emotion.
Yeah, certain food can make you steam. Like, I don't know, eat the teriyaki.
Soul food.
No, we got the ham. We got the ham. We got the chicken. Yeah, I don't know what
We
it
got all
is.
these sugar kinds. Yeah, you know, but sugar. But them was definitely that damn thing. And that's why Big Mama food gotta get cut off.
Yeah.
Because Big Mama cook that shit all year long.
No.
Every Sunday after church, you have to eat.
Right.
Sugar.
You seen that video? You seen that school video? Where the cafeteria people was making food, Jake was dropping on that shit in the foot. You seen that? Anybody seen that shit?
Yeah.
Jake Dillon was making the school cafeteria food and was dumping the 5-pound bag of shit.
No, I seen that shit, yeah. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? You know?
And whenever we got to diagnose all these fucking kids with different kind of ADHD and bullshit
Yeah,
like
Ritalin and all
that,
that.
Ritalin and all that shit.
You should be getting some no sugar. You don't need sugar.
That's what they feel in these schools, man. Yes, I mean, like you said, you look at the foods in different countries, like you said, the Asian and Japan countries, they eat healthy food. And like you said, the kids also make it themselves, like you feed other kids and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. Nah, we don't see that.
That's what beautiful about their food is, I'm not gonna say it's bland, but it's flavorful. You know,
It's proper, man. Like you
it's
said,
really flavorful when you taste.
it's food when you see it, you know what I'm saying? When you see it, it's food. It's food.
Best food I had. They serve avocado. You gotta have avocado. Or America.
Yeah.
This is your side.
Yeah.
Your side over there, avocado.
With a salad, you get bacon bits.
Right.
You get a school one, like you said before, you get a dominant.
Enchilada. Big enchilada.
Honey bun, you put honey buns.
Crazy, man. Big problems. Churros. But that's like,
Remember the drinks? Yeah, school milk.
bread pudding. Bread pudding.
That thing's
Bread pudding, that's the worst, bro. That's just sugar and fucking bread. The worst two things you can put on your body. Then they drizzle it with some caramel, with some more sugar, some whipped cream.
Some photo cake. Funny guy. Big ass. Fake strawberry gel on the top.
Yeah, big strawberry gel.
Big turkey leg right. Park.
Hey.
You go to Busch Gardens. Right.
Nigga can't even enjoy the park.
Yeah, temporary, man. Nope. So people die at a young age, man. You know, they drink, man. You know what I'm saying? 55. I mean, that's still, you know what I'm saying? That's still, yeah, these over 70, yeah, I definitely put that at 70.
Four scores. So really it's 270. But if you live anything past that,
That's a blessing.
It's a blessing. The average lifespan of a low person is 67.
You live past that.
You live past that, that's good. You live past 70.
You must be some of your friends like that's pretty good. See, great granddaughter.
Boy,
You know, but usually that's the case sometimes.
Because if you see anybody past that, they want to die. Because of the state of the diaper.
Yeah, that's good, that too.
They see now.
Dementia and all that stuff. Yeah.
Bruce Willis got
Dementia.
They say he don't even remember that he was there.
Nope.
They got a picture of him.
Really? No shit. No shit.
Dog head.
No shit.
You know you was in dog.
What is that? I wish I was that.
That's sad. It's sad.
What's
But
wrong with that nigga? Really?
Nah, you know they are.
uh-huh.
They got a big account, you know, through. Once you get to like certain age, they get that all from the spirit.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. That's sad. You can be your own daughter and all that.
Yeah.
So think about your life. Small shit.
It's a maker.
Expanded eternity? That's crazy.
It's like a forward. Or what the
And think about how much of you live with it.
Actually, able body.
Very, very short. Very, very short.
Especially times that we're living in, you know, talking about, like you say, you see little kids, you know, that were babies, growing up 8 or 9 years old, you know, like even now, you know, we be like, just like, you know, for example, brothers, like kids like, hey, that's it, dang, I remember, you know, when he was so the truth. Yeah, you know, yeah. That one was a decade, you know, when he came to, you know, dog, you know, like down, like, adult. I said, damn, punk status.
Knowledge has increased, so they're exposed to stuff sooner. Because they're smart about it. Grow up quicker.
Yeah, you can tell she was fucked. This is August.
Now, September now, yeah, September now. I mean, it's the 30th, but I mean, my belief is
Place gotta go.
Yeah, but you know, but you know, with you know, just to end on this, yeah, man. So hey, we still gotta be on y'all's cover, man. And that's the most important thing, man. You know, that's what you know, that's what keeps us grounded. That's what keeps us going every day, man. It's like you say, you can't be talking about it or put on a costume. You actually gotta really love it. I'm watching y'all shine and love doing this, man. Because like you said, at some point, like you said, you can only fake it for so long for the Lord, like you said. You know, until you take that candlestick away from you.
In the days when we fast, we gotta remember the Lord stood at the days for his legacy. So he's doing it for his love.
Yeah.
Because they'll be like, oh, time's been so bad.
Yeah, and they just want to get for you. Yeah, that's why it says that's why it says the Amos 14 that what resided there. For what end is it for you?
You know what rosary be? But you better get fucked up.
The Lord coming back with a sword and drenched with blood.
Because Jesus ain't teach about the future campus.
Yeah.
So when them shits come, they gonna forsake it. So the scripture say they gonna forsake their gods. He gonna pray for gods that you
You're chosen.
see if they gonna say it.
Right.
Moses and store and shit.
Yeah.
And God will be useful. What do you do? Pharaoh should be your shepherd.
Yeah. Because what you want to cause a problem.
Yeah, you want to
They cause a problem. So right now, they got to cause a problem. I know. Mind you, they know that he's doing this. Like they know that he's doing this shit because, like I said, they in power. So why would you run to him knowing that he's doing all this shit?
Like the Republicans now, they mad at Trump. Take this away from you.
Right.
He's the one doing it. He a puppet like the rest. You asking him to save you. He's the one doing it. They mad as hell. He was federalized on siege. You protect our constitutional rights. We're gonna have to rise up. As a Republican, and fight against our government because they still believe in that civil war shit.
1776.
Yeah, so Edomites are thinking about rising up and doing another civil war. We have to fight for the Republic. So you're gonna have a lot of that shit going on.
Yeah. Your protest here.
His last rally, they was born as you know?
You lied, Trump. You lied.
And with the Pharaoh say shit.
Yeah.
We don't vote. So we don't feel no shame. I ain't never voted. One of y'all was doing
Yeah, it would make no difference anyway. Just hey, you know the saying is, he was already selected before he was elected.
Can you imagine while you waiting around and over the law? We should overcome that ass.
That's what a lot of Jay fucking went and voted for the first time. We gotta remember Jeezy, my president, that's black.
Hey, both died. Remember?
They crying and shit. They roll out Oprah.
We made it.
I'm not gonna have to work tomorrow. You remember the famous speech? He said, "Yo, Obama's president. I'm not gonna have to work tomorrow. I'm not gonna pay my bills." That's that shit.
You know, that nigga was harder than ever.
You know? You know?
You gonna lose my job?
Yeah.
Good,
Yeah. So yeah, with that, man, hopefully brothers edified. It's another beautiful, good lesson to spare power, but you know, Shah. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Hey, make sure, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, if you continue to do this word with truly sincere, remember to keep that covering going. So, you know what I mean? Go out, you know, amongst the days, the weeks, and the months, Lord willing, hopefully not the years to come, man. You know, so that way, you know what I mean? We can get out and hasten the day. But we know that prophecy is being fulfilled, things is going off. As we prophesied according to the scriptures, man, and also, you know what I'm saying, just, you know, do what you normally do, man, and also improve on yourself, man, to this day, man, you know, at the end of the day, hey, days coming closer and closer. With that, this great Muslim Virginia, as always, I give latest news, our blessings to the spirit and fire of Hashim Al-Shad. As always, first and foremost, we're going to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Mekadosh. We want to say double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who walk these at the truth, and of course say peace and blessings and salutations. I come out to the truth throughout the four corners of the earth, to listen to the best of ability, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Then I say shalom, 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 shalom.